What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. A lot of things to say about this show tonight. And I got a couple things I want to say, especially on the news regarding to Bound for Glory, to what I've heard about today. And I got a couple things I want to say about that. All right, so I may want to kick this off right now about Bound for Glory and everything because I thought it was weird. And we know it's going to be in Vegas, right? Bound for Glory. Now, I do have some questionable things about the location and the time of it, because the way they've been kind of, building Bound for Glory, they haven't, built matches up, but with the little, preview shots we've seen and, where Bound for Glory was going, yes, we know it's in Vegas. We know several talents are going to be involved from Impact, AEW, New Japan, AAA. I believe NWA is on that list. So it's a bit of a super card in a way, especially from Bound for Glory and whatnot. Now, going back to Sam's Town Casino, I don't know how good of an idea is to go back there. I know Ring of Honor was usually there. I know they do a lot of TV tapings and pay-per-views over there, but even the last time I seen when Impact was over there, I wasn't really the biggest fan of them doing, their show over there. Some of it looked good sometimes, but a lot of it looked bad at the same time too. Every time they kept going to Sam's Town, and this is your biggest show of the year, right? So location is one thing, I believe it's on a Saturday also, so that's a good idea too instead of putting it on a Sunday. But here's my problem with the show: why are you putting the show at about 10, 11 o'clock at nighttime, or 10, 9 o'clock? I guess it'd be 9 o'clock my time, because apparently on that day in October, AEW is supposed to have a show on Saturday also, but they're going to be coming on like about what, 7 o'clock over here and whatnot. So Bound for Glory pushed their time back while AEW is going to have their time first instead of like going head to head with them. And here's where it doesn't make sense, okay? So this is your biggest show of the year. This is supposed to be your equivalent to WrestleMania or Wrestle Kingdom and whatnot. I'm not, like I said, I'm just kind of, so the comparison, because this is their biggest show of the year, Bound for Glory for Impact, right? But you're gonna push your time back for a random ass episode of AEW Dynamite. That doesn't make any sense. Go head to head with them. I remember last year around this time in August. I know it's September now, but remember when NXT Takeover 30 came on last year on Saturday, and AEW Dynamite was also playing on Saturday. Also, how many people were gonna choose Takeover over Dynamite? I'm sure a lot of people did. I did. I recorded Dynamite and I checked it out like the next day or maybe right after Takeover. But I was going to watch NXT Takeover first before AEW, okay? I was going to do that regardless, all right? So, I don't know what's stopping Impact from doing that. Like, dude, still play your pay-per-view at the regular time, okay? You can record Dynamite, or if you just, like, if you just want to record, like, so you can just record Dynamite or watch both. I don't care how anybody does it, but don't push your big pay-per-view later in the night because they got to go on first on a random ass Saturday on TNT, because the reason why I didn't even be in on Saturday because what, there's an NHL game happening, so we got to move our show so they can play their show, okay? Because, and don't be wrong, Dynamite is played on Saturday because a lot of sports games taking over that time wave and whatnot. So I get why they would go to Saturday. But in Impact's talking about them right now, that's a very bad idea to push your time later in the night. Okay? Saturday, I don't mind that. Sam's Town, that's debatable, but I still probably would have gone with a different venue. Honestly, I'd rather have come back to Chicago like y'all did a few years ago or whatnot, and, try your best luck there, because at least it's sold out over here the last time they were here, too. At least go to a different city or whatnot, or at least a better building or a better venue and whatnot. But, besides the building, I think the time thing, I think a lot of people will be pissed off the most, though. Why would you guys need to move your show back for AEW? That's some bullshit. That's dumb. I would hope it changes in time and whatnot, or something changes before Bound for Glory happens. I don't know if it will, but I think they should just play at their regular time and just, if you want to watch Bound for Glory, watch Bound for Glory. If you want to go watch Dynamite, you want to go watch Dynamite. Or just buy the pay-per-view and watch it later, or just record Dynamite and watch it later, okay? But anybody can do that. Like I said, like I explained earlier, Takeover happened. What did I do? I chose Takeover Dynamite. I recorded Dynamite. I ended up watching it later. So I don't know what's stopping Impact from doing that on playing the show at the same time as Dynamite, but y'all got to push your biggest show of the year for a random ass episode of AEW. That's dumb. I'm sorry, but that's some dumb shit right there. So hopefully they change that back. I know I probably repeated myself a few times here and there, but I just think that was a very bad move after reading that, though. Saturday is cool, but don't push your fucking time back for somebody else, okay? Especially for a regular episode. This is pay-per-view. Not your regular show. This is pay-per-view, all right? Your biggest pay-per-view. So I don't know. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way when I read that. So I just wanted to say something about that. But moving on with the actual show though, tonight we do kick it off with Tasha Steelz versus Rosemary. Obviously we didn't know they're still going for the tag team titles and whatnot. A good match to kick off the show. Rosemary getting the win, I guess, especially after payback last week with Tasha dressing as the hamburger out there, taking out Rosemary and whatnot, and Havoc. But Rosemary ended up getting the win. Savannah Evans got in the ring then. Basically was about to go against Rosemary and Havoc. Tasha ended up taking the tag titles then, which they got distracted by. Savannah Evans both took them down with clotheslines and whatnot until they ran off with the tag titles then after that. So, like I said, not a bad match, and like what happened after, obviously they're building on the Victory Road coming up, so I am looking forward to that match. That should be good, especially this new Tasha Steelz Savannah Evans thing. I am liking what I'm seeing so far. Ace Austin was in the back talking about his upcoming match with Christian Cage. He talked about, Madman Fulton being there saying, we need to do something tonight. As they end up going to, Scott D'Amore saying, hey, Madman Fulton doesn't have a match next week, so, why don't you put him against Christian? And D'Amore said, that's a good idea, and I know that he can talk too, but I'm going to put you guys some random-ass 10-man tag for some reason. You guys can go find your own partners now. I don't know why we're doing a 10-man tag. Fulton versus Cage made more sense. Why do a tag team with Team Christian versus Team Mace? Kind of random if you ask me. Eric Young, I guess we had a video package of Violent by Design and whatnot. Talking about Rhino as he was still in the jail, saying help me or wherever they were at. He even came out like a Rhino versus everybody t-shirt saying he's been baptized. You have to, be baptized in the holy water of change or whatnot because, the world doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us. I thought they were going to give Rhino a whole new look, but trying to see where it's going to go. Probably would have cut his hair, but obviously they're not going to do that. So we'll see where this new Rhino is going to go or happen or whatever's going to happen. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Next, Machine Gun Carl Anderson went against Rich Swan in a bunkhouse brawl. Damn near a handicap match out there, especially with Doc Gallows out there. Crazy match, let me say that. Just brutal stuff, and the finish looked very bad. I just want to say, well, not even their fault, but the table's fault, because the table did not break after a gun stun from the top rope. So when the table didn't even break, and it just kind of slid off the table, all I could think of is Botchamania saying, I am the table. But, it was a crazy match for this bunkhouse brawl, but it was damn near a handicap match, especially with Swan taking both of these guys on at the same time. But, Gallows and Anderson, of course, it was, like I said, it was a 2-on-1. It's a no DQ match anyway, so you might as well just call it a handicap match out there, okay? So I don't know why Swan didn't bring any backup, but, he thought he was just going to go against both of these guys on his own, or he thought he was just going against Carl Anderson on his own, and stuff. But if it's a bunkhouse brawl, anything goes, and he was attacking both of these guys anyway, so kind of expected, Anderson to get the win right here from Gallows. Mickie James had a sit-down interview, talked about getting attacked by Deonna Purrazzo back at NWA Empower in 73. Basically, I brought Deonna onto the show, but she thought I was trying to take her moment away from her and whatnot. And, I should have saw that coming and stuff. And now I want payback. I want my revenge right now. And, I know Deonna's trying to make a name for herself, but she's not going to make a name at my expense. Listen, I came here a few weeks ago just to promote business, a pay-per-view for all women. But now it's not about business. I'm not being an executive producer anymore. Okay? Now I'm taking this personally. And I take pro wrestling very personally, she said. Because, listen, I came to this company, okay? I've been Knockout Champion. I came to redefine my career and became Hardcore Country. And now Hardcore Country is back. She's going to show Deonna what Hardcore Country is all about. So, good promo for Mickie James. Good interview and whatnot. So, yeah, no more promoting pay-per-view and everything. So, now she's back to being Mickie James. So, Hardcore Country is back. So I think the match may happen at Bound for Glory for all I know. So I'm gonna take a guess on that right now. Um, the Drama King, Matthew Redwell was in the back, I guess, having a paint, a very good promo, I should say, with red and black paint on the canvas, talking about Trey Miguel for next week. So I actually like that promo. Um, Next, Josh Alexander was in the back, talking about his match with Chris Sabin coming up. And, Chris Sabin's lost 8 times. I haven't lost this yet. But before he can even continue, Christian Cage showed up. He told Christian he was a big fan and everything. And, Christian asked if he can join his team and whatnot. As Josh Alexander, so I grew up a few blocks from you in Canada and whatnot. And now, just from being a fan, now being here, being a champion, just like yourself right now, it's surreal and whatnot. But Josh says, I agree to be on your team and whatnot. But Christian says, I like you and everything. And, but still, I know you say you want to make a name for yourself and have a legacy. You want to beat Omega for the title. But now I'm here. I'm the champion. And, the roots run deep here around that. But, I respect Josh Alexander, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in the ring someday. So, could it be Christian versus Josh Alexander at some point? I'm sure it will, but we'll see what happens with that. Chris Bay went against David Finlay. I saw you saw it like a last week or two ago. Obviously, I figured Dave Finlay was going to get the win back anyway. Juice Robinson basically came in for the help pushing Chris Bay's feet off the ropes and whatnot. But after Dave Finlay won, Hikuleo came out. Tama and Tongalo's brother ended up attacking Finn Juice. Obviously, sometimes I forget Chris Bay's in the Bullet Club, which he is at the Bullet Club, and y'all know. But yeah, I look at his T-shirt, and we talked about this on the Urban Wrestling Network the other day. I know I forgot which one the guy said it was. He wasn't a fan of the new T-shirt. I think they really could have took time to make some Bullet Club gear for Chris Bay. I like the design, but it could have looked better though at the same time too. But with Hikuleo coming out there for the save, and then they start beating up Finn Juice with a chair, and even stepping on one of their legs with the chair and whatnot. Chris Bay, Hikuleo, and them doing the two sweet, and then after that, so at least we got some backup of Chris Bay from Bullet Club, and they sent Hikuleo. Obviously, Jay White's doing other stuff right now. I think he is still in America. He's not back in New Japan right now. Well, hell, he's not even in the damn G1. So, obviously, he's sticking around in America for the time being. I don't think he's here for these next set of tapings. But Chris Bay, I don't know why they're still fighting Finn Juice for. And now with Hikuleo involved, at least they got more Bullet Club members kind of helping him out now at this point. So, at least he's interacting with the other members. Scott D'Amore, the contract signing with Josh Alexander and Chris Sabin. Basically, he respects both of them, and his matches for the title, but it's about building a legacy and whatnot. Sabin signed the contract. I'm an 8-time champion. Josh basically said, you lost 8 times also, but no one hasn't beat me yet. And at Victory Road, he said he's still going to win. And Scott Alexander said, won't walk out a winner and whatnot, but you guys are both killers for this company. Next thing you know, Christian comes in and asks Chris Sabin, I guess, for help, which Sabin agreed to join the team also. So, he's part of the team now. I know they have Swingers Palace segment again. And I guess they had the Zombie show up. Zombie, what is it? Brandy Lauren and Kimberly. So we'll see where that goes. Steve Macklin went against P.D. Williams. Was actually a really good match at first. Until nearly the finish. I was liking what I see. Like I said, it's a new redefined Steve Macklin, which is really good. But then they sent out No Way Jose, which obviously this whole... Yeah, like I said last week, the fans are not really feeling this whole No Way Jose thing. He came out with the Rosebuds and whatnot, and, followed by TJP route there, and P. Williams got distracted. Very bullshit way to lose, and Macklin still got the win right here, but was it the point having him come out there, too? Because I look at No Way Jose, it's basically the same gimmick, the same Adam Rose wannabe stuff. So, I don't know why he still got him out there doing that. And I don't think it's over because the crowd doesn't think it's over also. But Macklin still got the win over P.D. Williams and whatnot. So they still did protect him. But still, why did they need the conga line to come out? Eddie Edwards talked about his match with Moose tonight. Sami Callihan asked him, you consider being a team, asked for respect and everything. And Christian showed up, asked if you guys could be part of his team. But Eddie says, I'm not joining the same team as Sami Callihan, okay? Either it's me or him, so make a choice. In the main event, though, we got Moose versus Eddie Edwards. Very good match. Morrissey was out there with him. Morrissey, I know he got involved in the match at one point, which Eddie took him out with a suicide dive. But when he got back in the ring, Moose speared him for the win. They started beating up Eddie then. Chris Sabin came out for the save then after that. Then, next, Brian Myers and squad come out. I forgot he was part of the team too. He was asked early in the night with his, Sam Beal and Zicky Dyson and Mark Lemons do. Josh Alexander starts clearing the ring in with German suplexes on everybody. Ace Austin and Madman Fulton came out, and a choke slam fold combo that looked pretty cool. After that, Christian came out for the save then. Eddie Edwards got back in, helped throw Ace out the ring, but Morrissey got back in there again. Him and Moose started attacking Eddie. Alicia Edwards came out with a kendo stick then. And she was about to get chokeslammed by Morrissey, but Sami Callihan came out. He had two bats in his hand. He handed one to Eddie. They ended up taking out Moose and Morrissey then. Christian say everything's good now, which Callahan and Eddie end up tap the bats and agreeing to this truce. So now they are on the same team for this 10-man tag, as Christian had his whole team in the ring then for next week's show. So not a bad ending. Crazy stuff going on from there. I did like it, but I still don't know why they need to do a 10-man tag. Should just did Christian versus Fulton for next week. But obviously this 10-man tagging is going somewhere. And can Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan coexist? So other than that, very good episode, I should say, up in Impact. Like I said in the beginning, man, I'm not a fan of the whole Bound for Glory time change right now. I'm not digging in and whatnot. I don't know why they still need to start the show that late, but tell me what you think about that in general, because that's been a big problem with a lot of people, is the Bound for Glory start time and the location they're going to in Vegas. But other than that, though, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodieNight890. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.